Virgo, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for early December 2022. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business, as always, and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes into energy and see what's going on for my lovely Virgo friends. I hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic. Let's shuffle it up, my guys. Talk to me about Virgo here. And yeah, we're just going to look at this first card real quick, then we'll get into the full tarot reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean into, which I always find interesting. But let's see what's up. What do we got for Virgo here, please? Guides and Spirit Team. Usually this first card pops out real quick. It's being a little specific, though. What do we got for Virgo? Okay, yeah, I'll keep it moving. We'll keep it going. There it is. Thank you. Okay, so this is a big card of fun. A lot of you might need to cut loose or have some fun, or that's a big thing I always think with this card, or take something, I don't want to say seriously. Let's go through. I'll peel back the layers in a moment. Before we do, though, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the December subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But into the reading, enough of the promo. Have a look at this card. It looks jovial. It looks nice. We see that snow globe and toys, and it looks like a unicorn or a fancy pony right there. So when I see this card, I do think of fun, somebody cutting loose. For some of you, maybe you've been in a little more than usual, like staying away, staying inside. For another portion of you, like it might be work, 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 busy, busy, busy. A lot of seriousness on the table that you might just need to have a little bit of fun. Whatever fun is for you, whether it's going out with friends, seeing family, watching a movie, whatever it might be. Cutting loose is extremely important here. This is the antithesis to the Ten of Wands energy. So that might be what Spirit's asking you to do. Now, it is also a card of partying. Now, for some of you, maybe it's the opposite. Maybe you've been partying it up a little more. Spirit might want you to tone back. It's all very personal. Let's get into tarot. But generally, I see that card as like a fun, happy type of card. But we're going to place it right there. Let's get you 3 cards in the upright before we get that intuitive, juicy stuff. Let's shuffle it up for the Virgos. And with that first card, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a footnote. I always like to say that. Virgo, early December, please. So, last week's reading for Virgo was extremely positive. Now, a common theme I've been seeing with all the earth signs is we go from really positive, then we have some challenges, then positive, then challenges. But last week's reading was super nice. It was titled A Massive Win. So that's good. Hopefully you've had one. I always say they come in all different shapes and sizes. Maybe it was a monetary one. Maybe it was an emotional win of some sort. Hopefully things have been good for you, because even if things have been rough, that was a good, nice, energetic break. But let's see what we have for you this week. As I always say, it's never set in stone. Only take this how it fits for you, because it's not one size fits all, right? Lots of Virgos. And we could be looking at someone you're connected to as well. You know that, though, right? Let's get 3 out here. You watch tarot, you already know the deal. Every reader always says it. So we have the 3 of Swords in position number 1. And this did show up in the last position of the Capricorn reading. Not the best way to start, but let's keep it moving here. Like I said, it doesn't have to be you. 3 of Swords could be some sort of pain in its low sense. It could be anxiety and stuff like that. Overthinking. Let's get 2 more, though. Thank you. Okay, yeah, 6 of Wands, good. So we're getting that complete difference, like I was saying. Right? Like we're going from a challenge card to a card of total victory. Let's get 1 more, though. So this might be a mixed bag type of reading, Virgo. Or we could be looking at a lot of separate things. We have fire and air out on the table. Let's get 1 more. See how all this plays. Okay, we do have strength on the back end. We got a major arcana, more fire. So I will say this. We have a lot of fire. We have a lot of air. It's always important to look at the elemental mixtures, and this could be volatile or it could be very good. But let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes. Then we'll get that juicy, intuitive stuff. So position number 1, the 3 of Swords, one of the most iconic tarot cards there are. You have the heart with the 3 swords cutting through it. So this is a card of pain. This, in its lower sense, like I was saying, it could be anxiety, nervousness, somebody that's a bit high-strung. So it kind of ties into that oracle card in the beginning about needing to have a little bit of fun. This card, in its roughest sense, it could speak about very similar to the 10 of Swords, where it could be pain, depression. It could be betrayal sometimes even. So we're going to see how this one plays out, because I don't like to harp on it, but it is pain. It could even be brokenheartedness. We're not going to linger on it too long. But as we move through the spread, we have the Six of Wands right in the middle. Very fiery wand type of energy. This is a card of complete and total victory. And it's gorgeous in this deck. Usually, it could speak about public notoriety, getting kudos for the good things you've done, a pat on the back, a job well done. But when I see this, I do think of wins, victories, payoffs, and triumphs, all those beautiful things that I love to see in a reading. So we're going to want to clarify this in its rough sense, though. This can be an egotistical type of energy, somebody that's very full of themselves. I'm not going to pile on this too much, but it could be somebody that has a false sense of confidence as well. So the clarifier is extremely important, but for some of you, it could just be a win of some sort, which would be welcomed. It would be nice. But when we mix all this fire and the air, I always say it's combustible. It could be very good for motivation, passion, drive, but it could also be explosive in a rough way. But moving to the back end, we have the Strength card. Once again, a very positive card, an angelic card. For some of you, this could represent a Leo in your life, okay? When I see this, I think of someone's internal strength, their strength of character, their strength of personality. So this card can represent spirit testing you in various different ways, throwing challenges your way, a test of strength. I'm not going to say this is someone that lacks willpower. Like, there might be someone around you that fits that description. It all depends on the clarifier, but it's a positive card in general. And I like to say that the Strength card could represent spiritual protection as well, because to me it is one of the more angelic cards, even though there's not an angel depicted. Let's dive deeper on all of it though, Virgo. Let's jump in and clarify. Okay, we're going to shuffle it up one more time for you and see what's going on for the lovely Virgos. My guides, talk to me. And yes, my friends, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's start in on this Three of Swords. And as always, if you read tarot yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages that you want to give to Virgo, you can drop it in the comments. I won't mind at all. You won't be stepping on my toes. Let's get in on this Three of Swords. Why is the Three of Swords here? I did see a couple of weeks ago a reading where someone might have been a little bit bitter. Okay, we have Judgment here in reverse. This is a karmic card, and I feel like this is either, it's one of two things here initially in my intuitive style. When Judgment shows up in reverse, it can talk about the past. It's also a karmic card as well. So when I see it under the Three of Swords, just know that the hands of karma can be at play. Somebody could be getting served up a dose of karma for what they've put forth. Not saying it's you. I'm not trying to be a fearmonger, but the hands of karma are at play here. I want to see how the rest of it plays out. Now, for another portion of you, this could just represent somebody that has some pain that is sticking around. Very hard to process, very hard to move this on, move this out. It's lingering like a thorn in the side. So if it is pain, if it is hurt, if it is brokenheartedness, it's not as fleeting as we would like it to be. However, it, like I said, it could just represent like karma getting served up for someone. Now, I do want to see how the rest of this reading plays. That's going to be important, but we're not going to get hung up here too much. Let's see what's up with the Six of Wands, and we'll try to get a fuller picture as we move through. But karma is at play, or something's just sticking around. Let's see what's up with that Six of Wands, though. Let's see if we could get into the more optimistic stuff. Okay, the Star card. So whatever this is in the center or in the beginning, I feel like there is still a lot of positivity ahead. There's a lot of optimism to be had. We have the Star card in the upright underneath the Six of Wands. This is a card of hope. It's angelic. It's a card of wish fulfillment when you wish upon the star. Now, if that isn't like some very close bond to an Aquarius here, when I see the Six of Wands, when I see the star together, this is telling me that something's going to pay off for you big time in a massive way. So this feels really good, and I was getting those powerful energies last week as well. Now, could it be tied to karma? Is Spirit going to throw you a bone for the things that you've been through? Have you been through challenges? The test with the Strength card. That is possible here. So this could be some sort of karmic payoff or a reward from Spirit. But I do love this, right? The Six of Wands with the Star card, it's absolutely beautiful. It's an energy of wish fulfillment. Once again, wins and victories like we were seeing last week. So all is not sunk with what we have here in the beginning. This is good. or it could just be something paying off in the long run. Because when I do see the star, it doesn't mean it's something that's coming tonight, tomorrow, even this week. It could be a little bit down the road, and that's okay. So let's see what's going on with strength. Then we'll do a quick recap before we get into the shadow. Pardon me. So why is strength here for Virgo? Why is strength here? 3 strong major arcana, actually. And when we see archetypes like this, they're possibly life-altering, life-changing with a lot of major arcana. Okay, we have the 2 of Wands possibly being at a crossroads. Some of you really might be at a crossroads here. This is a card of planning, decision-making. All 2s in tarot do represent partnerships as well. So maybe some of you need the assistance of somebody to help see you through something, or maybe someone needs your help here. That could be it. Like, there might be somebody yearning or wanting or needing your assistance and help, or help in general. That's a vibe I'm picking up here. Now, the 2 of Wands, aside from that, you might need to just know that you're at a point in time, a point in life where you are just being tested. Life is a never-ending cycle of ups and downs and everything in between. Spirit might be watching you to see how you might pass this test, or maybe you need to relearn something again. But strength with the 2 of Wands, it is somebody who has the strength to continue on. So the thing I'm feeling here is either somebody needing help, needing assistance, or like I said, you might just need to know that now is a time of testing from Spirit. Okay, testing your reactions, testing how you deal with things, how you deal with pressure. Okay, so let's go through and do a quick little recap here, because this is an intriguing type of reading, and I feel like it's large scale with all the major arcana. But if you kindly look in the box, position number 1, we have the 3 of Swords with Judgment in reverse. Now, to me, I did say this could be hurt, this could be pain that's lingering around, not moving through, not transforming. So for some of you, it could just be a person who's down in the dumps and really struggling to cope with something or move on from something. But a big thing I was picking up here is that the wheels of karma, the hands of karma, could serve up something to somebody, whether it's, you know, a karmic lesson that needs to be learned with all this test type of energy, whether it's a karmic reward. Both things could still be at play. So just know, like, different people in your life might be receiving different bouts of karma coming in. In the center, we have the 6 of Wands with the star card in the upright. Yes, we do have that link to Aquarius, but a big vibe I'm feeling here is like there could be a huge payoff, a massive payoff coming down the line. Even if it's not right now, even if it's not tonight or tomorrow, this feels very optimistic. Keep that optimism, foster it, keep it within you, and keep pushing forward. This is really nice. I also said it's the energy of wins and victories, just like we were seeing last week, so I really like this. Moving to the back end, we have the Strength card with the 2 of Wands. Could represent Leo. We could be talking about being at a crossroads in life. Do I go left? Do I go right? Now it's make or break time. There could be somebody that really needs help. They need your help. You might need somebody else's help. The assistance is what I was feeling here big time. But the energy of tests, all right? You might be being put to the test, pardon me. So please take a screenshot of that. I'm going to get you 1 shadow card. And of course, it could all mean other things. If you want to look into it further, you can. But let's get 1 shadow card here. What do we got for Virgo, please? It's in the shadows. And yeah, I'm still using the Shadowland Tarot for this portion. It's my favorite way to end off every reading. So let's see what's in the shadows. Virgo, please. Thank you. Okay, we do have the Ace of Cups. This is a very emotional type of card, a card of opportunities. And for some reason, I'm getting the vibe of somebody who was getting their hopes up about something, and it might have possibly went awry. And I will say this, when we look at the shadow cards, we look at the inverse energies of what the cards usually mean. So for a portion of you, yeah, it could have been something, like an outcome you were hoping for, it just didn't really go how you might have planned it. But another vibe I'm picking up here, aside from emotion, there might be some pain attached to a romantic tie when we have the Ace of Cups. That's a big card of romance and love. And there is something emotionally that Spirit might want you to highlight, right? Maybe it's how you respond to things emotionally. But it is showing up here, okay? Especially with the Ace of Cups. Very positive card generally, but when we see it here, we need to take ownership of our emotions, okay? That's what I'm seeing. So Virgo, that's what I have for you this week, my friends. Don't click away just yet. I'm going to give the details of the December subscriber surprise. If you got your name in for the November subscriber surprise, the winners will be announced after the fire air readings this week. But for December, I'm giving away 2 copies of the beautiful Tarot in Wonderland. This is the deck I used in this week's reading. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, 2 simple things, as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed. Second, let me know down in the comments which tarot card makes you happiest when you see it. You'll be entered to win, and at the end of December, I will put the winners in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love to you, and I'll see you next time.